Hey, it's the Mike Rogers Show here with you. Mike Rogers with you. And today I have a very, very, very special and a bit unusual guest. Today, I'd like to introduce you to the biggest concert promoter in Eastern Europe and Russia. He has promoted concerts with such greats as Frank Sinatra and many, many more. Ladies and gentlemen, won't you welcome Mr. Richie Mattila?
Thank you.
Hey, Richie, how's it going?
It's going good. I need to, for the beginning, I need to add something to my CV.
Okay, please.
So I was in Helsinki.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to the market square.
Yeah.
And there comes a lady with a small child, like 4 or 5 year old child,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
who is looking at me, very innocent face, and slightly smiling. I smile back. And the little child turns to the mother and says something which I don't hear.
Mm-hmm.
Then the mother turns to me and says, "Dear sir,
mm-hmm.
Are you an elf?"
An elf?
Yeah. And I said, "Of course, ma'am, I am an elf." And I am a personal friend of Mr. Joulupukki, which is Santa Claus.
Oh.
And then a few words and bye-bye, thank you. And I looked very carefully at the young child there. And she was smiling like Tokyo's sun. Absolutely.
Oh.
And now I have on my CV all these promoters, all these bands and whatever,
yeah.
But this is the sweetest thing. I'm an elf.
Yeah, well, I would have guessed she would have said, "Are you Santa Claus?"
No. That's because I didn't have any. I had like orange jacket and my orange cap.
Oh.
But I didn't have any red on me. So, kind of like we say the biggest magic.
Yeah.
To the Santa Claus. Like in my business, I save the biggest magic for the artist who is performing the beautiful songs on stage. So isn't that a good beginning for our little chat?
That's a very good beginning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's going to be soon.
Yeah, it's going to be soon. So can you tell us, like, what really famous artists have you promoted in Eastern Europe and Russia? Just name up like 25.
25. I've been in promoting business like 48 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there is Sex Pistols, Montserrat Caballé. I worked with Rolling Stones. I worked with Sinatra. I work with Placebo. I work with System of a Down. I work with Di Madrona. I work with Apocalyptica. I worked with J. Karjalainen. I work with Bullwalkers. I work with Cool Shakes. Those are smaller names.
Mm-hmm.
La Ketchup. What else? Scorpions. I was about to work with Hote.
Oh.
Yeah, but the fucking Corona.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to do some club shows in my territory with Hote. That would be awesome. Awesome to Hote. Then what else? Daryl Hayes, Linkin Park.
Wow.
Seth Duncan, System of a Down, I mentioned probably.
Yeah. So I heard that you are in Japan now for this really famous band called Apocalyptica. Is that true?
Yes, fantastic. They are fantastic. Like we were recording for Chinese Bilibili yesterday, doing some promo stuff out from Tokyo on a countryside, on a sports hall. It was amazing, but it's they, because the corona, the famous corona.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because they couldn't do it in China. So where they come from Japan. I don't mind. I like Tokyo.
Yeah.
The food is fantastic, and there is some nice people, at least one. Yeah, you and Ken.
Oh, yeah. I should tell Ken you're here.
Where is Ken?
He's probably at home or working or something now.
Yeah. So I love to come to Tokyo. The food is fantastic.
You're going to arrange, for example, I don't know, Apocalyptica to play at some summer festival or something?
Hopefully. Hopefully. My main target is at the moment with them is China, but Japan is on the way to Australia anyways.
Yeah.
Or the Finnair flights come to Tokyo every day.
Oh, so I really love Apocalyptica's cover of Metallica, Enter Sandman. I love that song.
It is. It's amazing. But their whole repertoire is amazing. And they are amazing live band also. So people should catch them when they have a chance. It is a very powerful, good performer.
So when did you get to Japan?
I flew in, I took off Monday from Helsinki and flew in landed on Tuesday, and they have new Airbus planes which are very comfortable. So I didn't have any, aches or whatever.
Yeah.
Old man needs a business class, so they have a comfy one.
That's why I never fly. I never fly anymore.
Let me correct that. It's old elves.
Old elves. So
yeah.
So you got here just in time for the rain yesterday.
Yeah, it was raining yesterday. It was all day rain.
Yep.
But
and cold.
I didn't mind because that was the work. We were shooting whole day, so we were in anyways.
Oh yeah. So,
but on the way back, it was rainy and windy because we crossed the bay, the bridge, and it was so windy there on the bridge.
So Richie, can you tell us how did you get started and become a concert promoter? I mean, did you answer an ad in a newspaper, concert promoter needed? And how did you get started in such a cool job?
I think it's what I thought to my children. I told them that when they were not asking advices, I told them anyways. Like the parents do. The children don't ask the advices, you tell them anyways.
Yeah.
So I told them that don't care about the money. Do what you love and money will follow. And I felt in very early age, probably before I was born, I felt in love with music and the energy of music. And I wasn't much of a performer because I didn't have the patience to practice.
Yeah, okay.
I just didn't have it.
Yeah.
So what I should start do, I want to be involved with the music. I prayed that can I be involved with the music.
Mm-hmm.
And I promoted the first show when I was 14. Because
Really?
I wanted to organize. I wanted people around me to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
My father was in the way, he was in the trade. He was a preacher.
Your father was okay. So wait. So when you told your parents, I want to do rock and roll music and be a promoter, he must have been really mad because that's the devil's music, as you know.
No, it was just noise.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I didn't tell them all that. I just did it.
Mm.
I started when I was 14. I was the guy who was organizing the parties. I was the guy who was putting up things together.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I was the guy. I was the guy. So it kind of grew from that.
Mm-hmm.
And when I moved from a small village to the big city,
mm-hmm.
I wanted to be doing something with the music.
Yeah.
And that's where I ended up doing music.
Oh.
I got a little bit of economic. I'm a bachelor of economics, so I got a little bit of commercial background.
Mm-hmm.
And because I cannot play any instrument, so nowadays I play phone, computer,
mm-hmm.
and calculator.
Do you play the fax machine?
I used to play, but not anymore. I used to play telex.
Wow.
And letters, envelopes, letters.
Yeah.
I used to play those, you know. I'm old school.
So you organize like, like parties and stuff for like your friends and things like that.
Yeah.
And
I was the guy.
And then you became a real promoter by organizing a concert, right?
Yeah, then we started with my friends, we started to run a club. We started to run bigger shows.
Mm-hmm.
It was organic growth. I didn't have any education except the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then the economic, but that was like how to calculate better.
So what was the first concert you did with like a professional rock band, or what was that?
When I was ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, because the first show I did was when I was 14. That was a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
So that was time before Martin Garrix.
Oh yeah.
Red Fox, David Guetta, all those DJs. I already did the DJ, so I don't need to go into DJ.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, and I can't remember. Honest, I can't remember which was the first rock band. There was our countryside.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dance hall,
mm-hmm.
which was open on the summer times. It was run by the local sports club.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a head booker for that. So I was the junior advisor.
Oh,
what is the hot? What he should book? So that was all the big things at that time we did.
Mm-hmm.
So
that in Finland now, I mean, I've never been to Finland. I want to go, but in Finland now, is rock music still big?
Yeah. Well, it is. It is still. Finland is especially metal country.
Oh, why is that?
I don't. Maybe the darkness.
Wait a minute. Do you guys have like 24 hours straight of darkness and stuff?
Yeah, in north of Finland at the moment. So we have the Nordic lights.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful, and the darkness.
Wow.
And probably that's metal. And we are not fashionable like a French people.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not into fashion and haute couture or whatever. So dull, dark clothes.
Oh.
Is the fashion. That's what we can do.
That's why you and I get along so well, Richie. I'm not into fashion at all. And what I do is I wear my
hoodie,
red sweater, hoodie, and I have another red sweater, hoodie.
Yeah.
And I have another red sweater here, hoodie. And people see me, they go, oh, that's Mike. He's got a red sweater on.
Guess how I do my shopping. Once a year, I used to go to California or New York for the business, and then I go to the shirt supply store which sells jeans, working man's clothes.
Yeah.
I went there, spent like $300 up to $500 and got all my year's clothing.
Wow. That's a good way to do things. But who buys your underwear and your socks? Is that Santa Claus? You get that from Santa Claus?
Nowadays there is a very good grocery store which also carries some socks.
Oh.
So when I buy my bananas, milk, bread, I can buy my socks also.
Wow.
Underwear, I've been wearing same since 77.
You just turn them inside out when you... Me too.
Yeah, they're kind of color changing. They used to be white. But let's not get into that.
So tell me, there's one show that I saw. I saw your photo with Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols, and I think it was 2008.
Yeah, that was a fantastic. Fantastic. We did Moscow and St. Petersburg with Pistols.
Wow! And tell us all about that.
It was fantastic. They were really, really rocking. I had a local guy called Boris in St. Petersburg.
Of course.
Boris. To take care. And normally people want to go see the Heremitage and the Church on the Blood and all these kind of things. Like tourist attraction.
Yeah.
So I told Boris, Johnny might be interested in something different. So Boris took Johnny to the working suburbs which are trashed, old Soviet style buildings which are very trashy or whatever, really like lower class, working class neighborhoods.
Wow.
They went around and Johnny comes back. Oh, fuck, Richie, that's the best tour I ever had. He loved it.
Wow.
Steve was delivering such a guitar, playing that. Whoa, that guy is a genius. The songs were really alive. We had I'm not sure, but my good friend who is the agent, so he told me that this is first time 16 years they all sit together on a dinner. So that was beautiful. They were in peace and love in Moscow after my gig.
That's so cool.
So that was, and the shows were fantastic.
And then
the kids loved it.
A couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, you did placebo touring Russia.
I
3 years
think
ago?
that's a little bit longer. We did Dave, the manager, calls it Trans-Siberia Express. So we took we took trains and planes and automobiles to do that tour. So we did like 10 shows over all the way from Siberia to St. Petersburg.
Wow. Like you went from Siberia to St. Petersburg by train or car?
We took trains and sometimes planes and sometimes cars, you know.
Wow.
Basically, you can take a train from St. Petersburg all the way to Beijing or Vladivostok. But now, what happened this year? I invited you to Moscow Park Live. You had to.
Yeah, but it got canceled or something, right?
So what happened? We had the beautiful 3 weekend, 1 weekend in June, 2 weekends in July. We had a beautiful setup, like 3 weeks, and then Sister Festival in Kiev. We had like Biffy Clyro coming. We had like My Chemical Romance coming. We had Iggy Pop coming. We had Deftones coming. We had Slipknot coming.
Wow.
We had Fever 333 coming. We had. Did I mention Iggy Pop? Yes, I mentioned Gorillaz. We had coming. You know, tons of bands coming. Beautiful setup. Beautiful, you know, the tickets were flying out of the window. And we were ready for the hot summer. Fantastic hot summer. On the other hand, I was also working with Leningrad Cowboys because it's 30 years. They did a huge concert in Helsinki, Red Army Choir together with Leningrad Cowboys.
Wow. So
we were planning all that.
Yeah.
And one morning I wake up and the war has started. I knew I don't have any of those gigs. I knew I don't have. I had 5 weeks of festival canceled.
Oh God!
Big show of Leningrad Cowboys canceled. You know, work with my friends, my dear friends in Moscow, which I done 30 years. It was kind of washed away. I know I'm not gonna go back in a near future. Probably I'm young in elf age, but I'm getting a little bit old. So it might be that I don't enter anymore. Russian doing shows there, which is a pity. I always did the shows for the people, not for the establishment.
Wow.
The ticket buyers were my friends and my companions, and that's why I did it. So I kind of lost that everything.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't have rear mirrors in my car, so I need to go forward. I need to go forward, Mike.
Yeah.
So I can't change what has happened.
Yeah.
I can remember that and talk about it, but the future it's full of fun life and opportunities. And what I decided when all this shit happened, then I had my promoter friend, my partner in Israel. He was stomach cancer, and he fucking passed away in a few weeks.
Oh.
So it's been life is wonderful, even though these kind of bad things happen.
Yeah.
And I decided what I am into.
What's that?
I'm in the love business.
Love business.
Love.
Yeah.
So I didn't invent love. It was invented when the earth was created.
Yes.
So, hatred grows.
Mm-hmm.
I can, but that's kind of stays the same. What I can grow is the love.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do, everything I do got to be based on love. That's what I mean. I'm in the love business. I do things in the very simple things,
Mm-hmm.
or I do big things.
Mm-hmm.
I can track down and say, is it based on love? And am I delivering the universal love to my fellow humans?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing that, I'm doing the right thing. If I'm not doing that, then I don't do that.
Yeah. That's really nice,
Love
Richie.
business.
That's very, very nice, Richie.
So I'm in the love business.
Wow. So do you have any last words for like your Japanese fans or your Chinese fans or anything?
Keep on loving each other every day.
Thank you so much, Richie-san. Thank you.
Thank you.
Richie
Thank you,
Mattila.
Mike.
Thank you. And if you like this video, go down here, click like and subscribe. And we're going to have some videos and some great stuff coming up for you. Thank you so much, Richie.